Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. Sometimes life pulls you from up here to down here to teach you a lesson. And you're in a valley right now. There are lessons in this valley. I hope you learn from them.
Objective, independent justice.
You can always turn your life around. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Jeff Peppers is suing his neighbor Ethel Burke in the amount of $585. He says the defendant had his girlfriend's car towed without reason. Ms. Burke claims parking spaces are specifically marked, and the plaintiff should have informed his guests.
So, Mr. Peppers, you are suing Ms. Burke for $585 for property damage.
Yes.
Towing expenses, a broken car window. What's your relationship with him, ma'am?
This young man here is a wonderful young man. I love him. He's been so kind to me since he moved into my condo.
Okay. He lives with you in your condo?
He lives in one of the condominiums in the complex.
And, okay. How long have you lived there?
I've been there 30 years.
Okay.
He just moved there last year.
Okay.
And he came in with an attitude that he deserved to have a parking place for his girlfriend.
Right. Well, how many parking spots are assigned in the building?
For each condo, you get two parking spots.
Two parking spots.
Yes.
So are those pre-assigned parking spots?
Yes, they are.
Is that right, ma'am? You've been there 30 years.
Yes, they're pre-assigned. And those two outside were pre-assigned to me.
Right.
Okay. Is that true?
It's true.
Okay.
When I moved in, I got two spots that were inside the gated area.
Okay.
Which I've drawn a diagram.
Okay.
And I have some pictures here.
Okay.
If you want to look at
them. Do I need those yet?
I mean, I'm just going to explain them.
I'll let you know when I need to see pictures.
Sure thing.
So you got two spots assigned.
Yes.
And Miss Ethel, you had your spots for 30 years.
For 30 years,
okay. So then what happened?
Okay, so my spots that I was assigned to, they were inside the gated community, the gated area.
Okay.
Because there's two areas for parking.
Okay.
One's in the alley, one's in the gated area.
Okay. And where are yours, ma'am? In the alley or the gated area?
My two originally were outside in the alley.
Okay.
Right. And so they asked me, mine were right close to the elevator. So Ethel and a couple of her friends, Cookie and Jewel, they asked me if Ethel could have my two spots and I'd take her two spots outside of the gate.
Is that right, Ethel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, Your Honor, may I say this? I have a really good relationship with this gentleman.
I understand.
He was wonderful until he moved this scallywag into that condo with him.
Oh,
now, this woman came out of there. I was watching the apartment.
But wait a second. I'm just trying to understand what the agreement was. You asked him to switch spots with you.
Right.
Well, my friends, Cookie and Jewel, asked him to switch spots.
Well, why would Cookie and Jewel ask that?
Because they're nosy neighbors and they jump into my business, and I didn't ask them, but they did. And
but you didn't want to move.
Well, I didn't care.
So it was okay that you switched spots with him.
Well, okay, it was okay.
Okay, then
but I only switched one. I let him have one spot, not two.
That was the agreement.
So you're separating your spots then. You got one spot in the gate and one spot out the gate.
Your Honor, I have one outside the gate and two inside that I switched with him.
Why would I even make that deal to only have one spot and let her have three?
Because I'm a senior citizen.
Well, Ethel, you told me you had two spots.
I do. I have three.
Now you got three spots.
I have three because he gave me two.
Right. No,
I already had two.
He traded you two.
Well, he traded me one because I had to keep one for my cleaning lady.
Right.
My cleaning lady does not have a remote.
Ethel, how many spots do you have?
I have three.
Do we have something in writing? Is it in the contract?
We did not. We had a good relationship.
I'm saying, you said everybody gets two spots. Where is that in writing?
It was in whenever I bought the condo, they gave me the two spots.
Did you bring me any documentation?
I didn't.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Okay. So no proof. But you're telling me in the condo documents, everybody gets two spots.
Everybody gets two spots.
I have owned condos. My mama lives in a condo. I've never heard of anybody having more than two spots.
Well, in this case,
it's a two-bedroom apartment?
Well, this one is a one-bedroom.
And you say you have 3 parking spots?
The reason is because I'm a senior citizen, Your Honor.
So
I'm a nice lady.
citizens get more than everybody else?
Well, I'm a very nice lady, and I really cook well.
That doesn't still give you 3
Now,
spots.
Your Honor, here's the situation. I was cooking for this gentleman, and he was eating like a dog.
Right.
Every time I looked up, he was at my door begging for food.
What you getting ready to show me?
I'm getting ready to show you my evidence.
Ethel, you brought me.
My evidence is these pies that I was cooking every day.
Right.
And this chicken and these greens.
Right.
This man was eating like food was going out of style.
But Miss Ethel.
And it was delicious food.
And I was shocked.
That has nothing to do with this, I don't think.
What does it have to do with this?
Because that's why he gave me 3 spots. That's why I had extra spots, because he was
That was
eating.
But you said you already had 3 spots because you're elderly.
Well, I'm still elderly. And he's still eating my food, and now he has brought me into court to try to put me in jail.
Why
Your
are we
Honor,
here?
this is not right. This is not right.
You're not going to jail. This is not criminal court.
Oh, thank you.
Coming up on Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
Why would I give up 2 spots inside the gate for 2 spots in an alleyway? This was my thinking.
The reason I did it is because she's
You
older.
assumed that risk.
And later,
My mother's body was supposed to be delivered on time, as all things should be, and he happened to be late to the service because he was pulled over.
Okay, so what? Tell me, what were you taking the body to the church?
you're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. We're back with the case of Jeff Peppers, who is suing Ethel Burke for loss of wages and property.
Do we have any other witnesses?
Well, my girlfriend's car is the car that got towed. She wasn't able to make it today. She's at work. But it was her car that was towed, and then, well, because it was in my spot, one of the 2 spots that were outside.
So the $585 is for what? Towing bill?
Okay, yeah, there was
How
towing.
much was the towing?
Towing was $236. And then I had to drive all the way to the impound lot that day to get it. I missed a half day of work because I got stuck in traffic coming back. So that $100 for missed wages. And then there was a separate incident that I think we should take into consideration.
Wait a minute, I'm just adding up these expenses. Okay. So now we're at $336. How did we get to $585?
There's another instance it was probably about a week or 2 before my girlfriend's car got towed. My car was actually broken into. Nothing big was in there. It was just my gym bag, but I had to pay to get the window fixed. They busted out the window.
What did she have to do with your car being broken into?
Because whenever we traded spots, she never mentioned that it was a dangerous area outside of the gates. I could have been inside where my car was
You never
safe.
showed me one picture, did you? Did you show me any picture? Did you show me any pictures today? Did I look at your pictures?
No.
No, because I had it in my head.
Okay.
And I was thinking, why would I want my car outside the gate in an alley? Why would I give up 2 spots inside the gate for 2 spots in an alleyway? This was my thinking.
The reason I did it is because she's older.
You assumed that risk, so you're not getting that. So let's check off that amount.
Okay.
And we're going to check off the $236 because that was your girlfriend's bill. And she should be the plaintiff, not you.
I paid for it, though.
It doesn't matter. It was her bill. It was her car.
That's right.
So you're not getting the $236. So all you're left with now is $100 for a half day of work. What you make, $200 a day?
I never really did the math, but that seemed kind of...
Show me proof of what you make on a daily basis.
I don't have a page stub with me.
It's making it easier and easier for me.
But
so if I subtract out that $100, that means you're suing her for nothing.
But I paid for her.
Good luck to you, Miss.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you so much. And if you want some chicken, call me.
Oh my God, Ethel.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
Ethel, I can't believe you would tow my girlfriend's car out of my parking spot.
And you and I can be friends again when you get rid of that stripper.
And later,
My mother's body was supposed to be delivered on time, as all things should be, and he happened to be late to the service because he was pulled over.
Okay, so what? Tell me, what were you taking the body to the church?
this has been a production of Entertainment Studios.
With a title